Alright, hope everybody's having a good night. If you hear any noise in the background, it's probably the repeat of the Olympics or whatever. But what I wanted to do is show some things that's going on here and talk about a little bit of how I do a few things here. So, first thing that came in this afternoon was this postcard here, World War II era postcard. Now I'm getting a major's pay, maybe 50s, but really cool. It was massively ripped here, but I was able to re-glue that, and you can see all the damage there. And this one came from Herlong Post Office. They had a message thanking me for good luck on my collection, and I erased my address on here because I wrote it in pencil. And you know, the reason why I do this postcard project is because it's not very expensive, but it also clues me into, you know, all these little outside projects from the TTM project, from the card collecting project. A lot of these gives me insight of the whole entire encompassing project here. You know, it appreciates the post office that sends me, you know, my stuff back, you know, the packages we get in the mail. And it also, you know, this is kind of a thank you, you know, like asking the post office for their autograph, essentially. And that's what I kind of think of this as. I got another postcard in here, which has a weird sticker that got on there. And I have a feeling that was somebody's seal for an envelope that just stuck to my thing here. But this one came from Yermo, California. And there is this postcard. You know, and one of the reasons, you know, everybody ends up with massive, ancient amounts of stationery. What do you do with it? You hate to throw it away. You like to see it used. And you know, when I write a lot of my letters, I'll write it on some sort of generic piece of stationery. I've been using something from a game. I forget what it was called. Oh yeah, Scattergories. You know, I've been using these backs of sheets from Scattergories. You know, the post office is not going to care what you write the stationery on. You know, they're probably not going to save that. You know, and then I just fold that up with my... and the board game only cost me $1, and I got 3 or 4 pads there. You know, it was quite the savings of paper. Then I had this huge thing from... what was it? I forget what... this one says it's Capri. I mean, I got this whole huge fold-out... You know, nobody really cares about foreign postcards. I think it was a bunch of 20. But I've been punching those things off. The cards have been slightly damaged, but they make great letter writing and thank you notes. You know, and I just thought that was cool to start using them. You know, you write to somewhere and find a card that looks kind of like the place that you're writing to, and then just, well, that's very unusual there, but there's that. You know, and so, like, for example, here Loma Linda. I wrote to Loma Linda, and I used this postcard there, just, you know, just there. And I said, Dear Loma Linda, usually I send out California postcards, but all I have is San Francisco, and that didn't seem right, so let's just use this random Michelangelo postcard, because why not? And it has a very unusual postcard in return. You know, with all the stores that have closed around me, I just saw that firsthand. I drove to that antique store that I've used to go to for 10, 15, 20 years perhaps. And it was completely devoid of any merchandise there. I could have swore that I saw the windows that all the merchandise had been cleared out. I think they've moved somewhere else, but their postcards are not in that. I think they said they set up in an antique mall, but I didn't see a single postcard there. And that's the other thing is that just sourcing stuff is just absolutely a pain. And I had to take a step back from TTMing because I can get postcards like this one here. You know, it's just weird and random, and it doesn't have to be right. But for me to find, you know, like a Bobby Allison card, I got to go to eBay, and it's $1.79 free shipping for the cheapest one or what have you. And then sometimes it's from Burbank Sports Cards if you want to get free shipping to save the $3.50 or $4. My COMC order got delayed. You know, another 2 or 3 weeks. It said, sorry, but due to some sort of unforeseen circumstances, during the staffing problems and the big, you know, C word or whatever it is, pandemic type stuff, then my order has been delayed. So all of those cards that I've purchased for TTM are taking forever and ever and ever. So I had to find something in the meantime to do. And people like Dave Dravecki has currently stopped signing. Maybe he has a lot more on his plate than we really realize. I have no idea. But that's just kind of a, a good thing to do, and it also helps me clear out some stuff that's been sitting forever. Some of these postcards I've had for an awful long time. Obviously this one here I just purchased, but I got a shipping deal. I think it was $1.15 or $1.50 for shipping for like 7 or 8 postcards there. Actually, it might have been free shipping on these, and the more I bought, the cheaper they got, so that was really pretty cool. I had to be careful because some of these older linen postcards or older ones, I think this might be a linen postcard, they like to rip in the mail and get damaged, so I might have to use return postage on some of those. We'll have to see. Some of them have been coming in envelopes, but that's just kind of what's going on at the moment here. I said I'm done with retail arbitrage. Retail, that's the selling community. I'm done with finding cards in the retail world because it's kind of creepy, like I'm trying to buy cigarettes or something weird. Or try to buy the booze that's on the back shelf, and put it in a brown paper bag or whatever, and try to be the first one to get it. So, I'm going to have a video tomorrow if I post this one. I was going to go to the local swap meet, but a lot of my friends are kind of fed up with it because customers are not willing to spend a dime, and they really work hard to cherry pick all the cool stuff that's left over from the thrift stores that are getting very little in, and be the first one to grab whatever deal it is, and because prices are going up, so their prices have to go up, and everybody wants prices from 12 years ago. That's a whole, well, I go to Dollar Tree all the time, might as well spend $1, now it's $1.25, and they want to pay 50 cents because, it's like, well, if I can get it at the Dollar Tree for $1, why should I be paying you $1 or $1.50 or $2 for it, or I can go to Goodwill all day long. No, you can't go to Goodwill all day long. Goodwill is $3 and $4 for DVDs now. They're upping their prices at Goodwill because they see all these people posting stuff online and said, well, we want to get in on action. And then what Goodwill does is they take out all the primo stuff, sends it to their auction sites, and then they still charge Amazon prices. And somebody said that somebody verified with one of the employees somewhere that said, yeah, we just price everything like Amazon. And for those people who don't have a lot of money, or large families, have lots of children and need to buy stuff cheap, or people like me that are just all by themselves and just want to have a fun afternoon, or just need a cheap pair of pants, it's not practical to pay Amazon or Walmart prices at some of these stores. So I think I've gone on a tangent here. Before I leave, I'm going to try to see if I can find something cool to show you. Let's just grab some random cards here before we hit the 10-minute mark here. Oop, darn it. And I showed this before, this Brendan Rodgers card here, number to $2.99. That was a real cheap pickup. I was really happy to grab that one. You've seen that before. I don't know if everybody has seen my cool license plate box I picked up at the Goodwill Buns a couple months ago. Really pretty neat box there, and I use that for a lot of my top-loaded cards. I have way more top-loaded cards than that. Let's just go show a couple of cards here out of here. Let's grab a couple random ones that you may not be familiar with, because a lot of people are newer to my channel. I was picking up these Leaf Army cards because they're worthless. And this is one of those darn negatives or whatever. I mean, printing plates, sorry. Mitch Hall. Mitch Hall is a decent player, but did he really do anything? No, not really. Tucker Day. Did he really do anything? Not much, but it's numbered to 25, and it probably only cost me like $2 for that card here. Here's a Tucker Day numbered 1 of 2. I forget. One of these guys had a record. I think Mitch Hall had a perfect snap record for whatever he did, and Tucker Day, I think, had some sort of record himself or whatever, pretty decent. But again, they're snappers and kick or punters, so I mean, what's that really going to do? One of them, I think, has left college, maybe, and the other one is still in college. I don't know. A lot of these college player stats, go up to 2019 or 20, as they don't have any other data on them. And I noticed that Henry Owens, I can't find much. He's another player that has kind of disappeared. He was in the majors for a short while with the Red Sox, and then played with the Sugarland Skeeters and a couple other teams. I can't think of what now. And let's just do a couple more cards here. See if we can find something cool here. This is a Bates Motel relic I got a long time ago off of ComC. I don't see those anymore. This is part of the bedspread, so that's really pretty cool. That's really pretty neat. And one more card here. We can find a neat one here. This one here is numbered to 75 out of one of my PC players, Jeff Burton. He doesn't do a lot of TTMing, so I don't have a lot of his cards signed, just only 2 or 3 that people probably got IP back in the day. And a nice Denny Hamlin. They wore those for that photo shoot and had those, and I got 2 or 3 of those. So that's really pretty cool. So that's really all I have for you. Oh, and here's I have one more card here. One more card here. This is the Doctor Who Ood card, and they only had 2 or 3 relic cards from that year, and the Ood card is like totally junk. Nobody wants that here. I think he was numbered. No, this one is not numbered. But anyway, that's what I have for you, and thank you for watching.
Go, go, go. Take a National Airlines Miami Go-Go vacation. It's Miami at a go-go price. Low jet excursion fares, palatial oceanfront hotel, now at reduced rates. Have yourself a go-go vacation at America's Riviera. It's National Airlines Miami Go-Go. At a go-go price everyone can afford. Are we putting you on? Jet with National Sea.
Coast to coast to coast.